The lack of communication on the part of the city was evident throughout the incident, from the start to the 2 to 3 weeks afterwards. Finally, now it's starting to appear as we got a handle on it. The frustrating part is it didn't have to be that way. It should not be that way again. But to point fingers, we're all culpable. The 5 council members at the time, the city manager, the assistant city manager, you can go down rank to pretty much department heads. At that point, you have to say to yourself as an administrator, what do we do at this junction forward? And we need things like what we're doing here today to get these out, to expose the failures, and to not put Band-Aids on the failures, but to do something that people feel confident in the future. And right now, this community does not feel confident with City Hall, and I don't blame them. I don't feel confident. It's difficult because I have to work with both Riva, city manager, and Rick, who I ran for office with. We were on the same slate. Nobody could predict this. I'm not using it as a defense for Rick, but he should have either been fireman or mayor, one or the other, and not both. I failed in my position. I was defending and injured. I should have been there for Rick. I failed. However, there were 2 or 3 other council members who could have taken that position and just said, I'm going to run City Hall. I'm here. I'm elected. I'm going to tell Riva what to do. That chain of command was lost, and that's a failure on this part of the city, myself included.
Do I look back and say that everything went perfectly? Of course not. Do I look back and say that in our number one objective, which is life, were we successful? We were successful. Does that mean it was pretty? No, it wasn't pretty. It's a disaster. Things are not going to be pretty. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. I think there were definitely some communication, I would say errors, but that they could have done, we could have done a better job of getting information out as quickly as possible. And that's what I tell the city manager now. We have having this conversation regularly. I want to get the information out and I want to push it out.
People are tired of talk, and I get it. Everywhere I go, you guys at City Hall, and I get the finger at the market, I get it at my store, I get it next door at Taverna Tony, you guys, and it's not that they're really mad at you personally. They're looking at the city as an asset that failed. What we do as a council is going to be up to 5 members of the council. But I don't plan on letting this go. I'm here for my constituents. I'm still on the council for 2 more years. And I am not going to let this go without answering.